Hello there, ladies and gentlemen, I'm Mr. Teacups and I welcome you to my Black Ops 2 commentary. So today, the topic of this commentary is going to be talking about silencers, but before I get into that, Happy New Year. 2013 is upon us. Well, it is upon us because it already happened. Hope you have a good year, hope everything goes well. My New Year's resolution is to try and be more active on my channel. I'm going to try and upload, now in the new year, I'm going to try and upload maybe at least 2 videos a day. And if I can't maybe manage that like every day, I want to at least have 1 video a day. You know, I want to continue uploading what I'm usually uploading, like Sims, Minecraft, COD. But I want to start moving to some like new series and that. I've got a lot of projects I want to start. Like I might start doing some FIFA videos and stuff. And I'm thinking about doing a Let's Play, so look out for that. So the gameplay in the background is a game of free-for-all. It's on the map Standoff. I'm using the MSMC. And I'm using that with extended mags and long barrel, I do believe. And my perk setup is Ghost, Hardline, Toughness, Dexterity, and Engineer. My normal setup and my score streaks are UAV, Hunter Killer Drone, and Counter UAV. Very low kill streaks, and they're one of the reasons why I'm going to be talking about silencers in this game. So the gameplay in the background isn't that great. I end up going like 30 and 4. It's not too shabby. It's pretty bad, honestly. I make really vital mistakes. This could have probably easily been a 30 and 1 gameplay if I hadn't made some serious mistakes. But what you're going to do? And so let's talk about silencers. And I set myself a challenge. I said to myself, I bet you can't get a decent gameplay without using a silencer in this game, because at the moment everyone is using a silencer in this game. It's mad. Everyone on YouTube is using a silencer. Everyone in game is using a silencer. It's very rare you'll see a guy who isn't using a silencer. You only see that in case like if he hasn't unlocked a silencer yet. That's the only time you'll ever see someone not using a silencer, because at the moment that is without a doubt the most powerful attachment in this game by miles. So, you know, I tried to get a gameplay without one because I thought, you know what, I really want to go against the norm and try and actually get a decent gameplay without one. I couldn't. This was the best I could manage in around about 10 free-for-all games, and my average like KD in those games was around about 30 to 6 without using a silencer. And usually if I was using a silencer, I'd probably average around about 30 and 3. So the first thing I noticed was I just could not get those big kill streaks. Like, the reason why I'm using these low kill streaks is because you just die. You die so easily when you're using a silencer, because people just run down the red dot in this game. The second you start shooting, people are like cats. The second they see the red laser, they just go right after it. And people are like that in this game. People just watch that radar. The second they see that little red dot, they will go out of their way to fuck you over. Even if they're like halfway across the map, they will fuck you over. And the thing is though as well in this game, because of the spawn system is basically the Modern Warfare 3 spawn system. Say if you kill a guy and he spawns behind you, you've killed him, right? You've also given away your position on the mini-map, so you've probably got maybe 2 or 3 guys inbound. You know, within a split second of killing someone, you've got 3 guys coming after you, and usually you're gonna die. And that's the one thing I noticed. I just could not handle getting the big kill streaks in this game at all the second I took off the silencer, because people just come out of nowhere. Like, the one thing is, well, you'll get people chasing after you, know, the people come to you, which can be considered a good thing. Like, you don't have to do much work to get people to come towards you. They will just come right at you. Like, if you're using a silencer, you have to, you know, you have to run after people, you have to catch them off guard, you have to get them from behind. When you're not using a silencer, people will just come, you know, just come at you. You know, they'll come at you, bro. Which is good, because you can pick off like 4 or 5 guys, you know, get a cheeky quick kill streak, but then you got to realize those 4 or 5 guys are generally going to spawn really close next to you, and they're going to come back for revenge. And probably the rest of the people in this like the game, they're probably like, oh shit, there's a huge commotion over there, we're going to go over there and try and fuck that guy up and try and get that kill. So let's go back to the point of silencers being like the best attachment in this game. Every time I use a gun in this game, I feel like I have to use a silencer 24/7. I always feel like I have to use a silencer, and that kind of gets annoying because I know there's huge customability in this game, like the huge creator car system, but I don't really feel there's that much wide variety when I've always got to have a certain attachment to do well. And generally perk wise, like the perks in this game at the moment, like the perks I'm using now, if I'm not using these perks, I always feel like I'll never do well. I'll never get on higher kill streaks. And I know like quite a lot of other people feel like that. Like if I'm not using Engineer, if I'm not using Ghost, if I'm not using Toughness, like those 3 main perks there, I feel I will never get a good game. Like, you know, the other perks have their advantages, like lightweight, recon drone and that, but I feel they're always outclassed. Now in my opinion, I don't think they did really that well like perk balancing in this game. I think there are just too many dominant perks, but you know, that's just my opinion. I kind of got detoured there, so let's go back to talk about silencers. So what really I'm trying to conclude in this commentary is that silencers are without a doubt the most powerful attachment in this game. Like, they do have their advantages, they do have their disadvantages, but their advantages are just so high that you'd be a fool to not use them. You know, if I'm trying to conclude anything, is that to do well in this game, you've got to use a silencer, because you know, like that added damage you get for not using a silencer is good. You know, it does feel good because you kill people a lot quicker, because I feel it does take a long time to kill someone in this game, especially if you use a silencer. But it's honestly not that great if you're like killing a few guys, then someone just like, oh yeah, there's a guy over there on the mini-map, I'm just gonna go kill him without him knowing. Yeah, that's the way it goes. You know, people just watch this game, people just stare at the mini-map. This game is a very radar focused game. You got to think like that, you know, so you got to stay hidden, and that's the secret to success in this game. To get good gameplays, you got to be banging the silencer. So I think I've said what I want to say today. You know, I've talked about silencers, and that if you don't use one, you're not going to do well. So I've been Mr. Teacups. Hope you please rate, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you next time.